What's up, nerds? It's your boy, the OGGM, coming to you live this last day of November at 9 o'clock in the morning. It is cold and windy and possibly rainy, but I do see some blue skies, which means it's allergy day. Hey, Roll20 is overhauling Roll20 and changing the name? Question mark? Okay, I'm going to say that I'm probably one of the worst people to just talk about VTTs because, one, I'm not a computer dude. I still think this is magic run by pixie dust. And two, I have experience with only three, and only one of them I like, and that's Bugbear Radio. And I only like Bugbear Radio because it's the only one I can understand. And I know how to use Bugbear Radio. And if my addle-pated, dyslexic, autistic brain of tuna can use Bugbear Radio and figure out how it works, then it wins. Which means if I can figure it out, anybody can. Which makes Bugbear Radio number one of the three that I'm familiar with. Number two is Fantasy Grounds. I like the setup of Fantasy Grounds. It is very interactive. I've played games using Fantasy Ground. I really like the way Fantasy Ground worked. It's probably, I would say, my second favorite. I mean, yeah, I definitely rate it number two. And then number three is Roll20. Roll20 is the one I have the most experience with. I've played several different games of several different systems on Roll20. I've played a Marvel Superheroes role-playing game on Roll20. I played a One-Shot Champions game on Roll20. I played a couple of different versions of Villains and Vigilantes on Roll20. I played a two-shot game of Vigilante City on Roll20. I have played Dungeons and Dragons on Roll20, and I have played Castles and Crusades, several different variations on Roll20. So I have the most experience with Roll20. Of the three, it is the hardest to use. It is unbelievably clunky, badly set up, hard to navigate. The amount of work you have to do in the background to make things run seamlessly is just too much. It's awful. From my limited point of view, Roll20 is just bad. Whatever happened to the Minecraft VTT? I know people were working on one. I guess it just fell through and they made Minecraft Dungeons instead. Could you imagine how awesome a Minecraft VTT, voxel VTT would be using Minecraft physics? Anyway, so it would be. So yeah, as of yesterday, when the last time I went up onto Roll20, because I'm in a upcoming game that's going to be using Roll20, it was clunky, slow, and badly organized. And just, it's hard, especially for my brain, to translate information from my world onto the Roll20 world. But that's okay, because apparently they're fixing it, and they're calling it Jumpgate, and it is now a modern overhaul of Roll20. I don't know what that means. Let's find out. So we're going to go to the Roll20 page. I found this because I was getting ready for the Roll20 game I'm supposed to be in next week. It is written by Riley Dutton. He is pleased to announce Roll20 Jumpgate. It's how they're going to modernize the Roll20 TTT and get it ready for the next decade of online tabletop role-playing games. Next year is 2024, so you're a little off. You're about 7 years off before the next decade starts, but okay, it's good to start early. Blah, blah, blah. This is what we do. Blah, blah, blah. We're on this thing. Windows with tablets, multiple editions. We do a whole bunch of different games. We're now planning to actually have the game system be compatible with all the current and future technology. What is Jumpgate? So are you changing the name? Or is it now just going to be Roll20 Jumpgate? I don't know why you need to change the name. Jumpgate is the name of our overall project to deliver to you the largest overhaul and modernization of our VTT platform since we started, because Lord knows it needs it. It's a major reworking of the lowest level of the engine code that powers our VTT, thank God, because it's so clunky, as well as an opportunity for us to bring together all the recent strides we've made with our new UI redesign efforts. Yes, they have redesigned the UI, but it was a silly redesign. I mean, all they did for the last time I checked was change colors. And the color change made things worse because it used to be typical. It used to be white background, black letters, like this. But now if you go to Roll20, it's black background with white letters. I don't know if that's better. Engine Mark II. Blah, blah, blah. We are driving more into the technical details of what we're working on in future posts of this blog series. No, I want to know now. Generally speaking, we are going into the foundational parts of the VTT to clean them up and also replace them with newer, more performant pieces. Performant. Performant. Performant? Is that a word? I don't think that's a word, but okay. I will, far be it for me to not double check. Is performant a word? There's a financial company named Performant. Performant. What is their performant function in ballet? Performant. What does performant mean? Performant means that something is working correctly or is well enough to be considered functional. Okay, so how is that different than performing? The robot is performing at acceptable levels, sir, as opposed to the robot is performant, sir. Because if you came up to me and said, "Oh, hey, how's the copier working?" and somebody said back to me, "Oh, it's performant," I would not have any idea what you mean. That's a dumb word. But okay. You use those words. As an example, Roll20 currently utilizes an older rendering engine. No. That was created more than a decade ago and was designed for web browsers that existed at the time, relying in many cases on software rendering with some WebGL blah, blah, blah. Words we don't understand. So a large part of our underlying code base that are written, it's in 3 or 4 different libraries with different coding styles. This is an opportunity to rework the legacy code with an eye toward what browsers are capable of in today's world and in the future. We also have better knowledge of what VTT needs to be the complete package, technical debt, better rendering, better acceleration, better shaders. No shaders. Shaders are the number one thing that causes games to clunk down. Hardware acceleration. The end result will be a more powerful engine that will not only deliver your tabletop games with speed, will also be able to introduce new features of the VTT more quickly. The need for speed. Yes. Over the year, our primary goal of Jumpgate is to improve the performance across the board. Thank you very much. Those are words we want to hear. And here's an example. I don't know if I can show it without violating, but I'm going to show it. This is a stress test legacy. Technological words I don't understand, but maybe you do. Okay, thank you. I assume people out there who are smarter than me understand what they just saw. Right now, you're using a fraction of the CPU resources. So we want to improve that. That's occurred. So we want to have a more improved, incredibly smooth experience with all the tokens happily animating. Jumpgate delivers here with less than half of the current CPU usage. That's good. Around the same memory usage as legacy Roll20. I'm not sure if it's well captured in the video, but the feeling of planning around the map is much smoother, as well as the token and aid labs don't seem to lag behind as I move across the map. God, yes. Optimization, we need to work on that yet. We want an improved user experience. So we want this thing to make work, the interfaces to work better, because right now the interfaces are horrible. It is, I mean, just to roll a dice in Roll20 now, I have to go to at least 2 screens, unless I've specifically set up a module in my character to do the math. And then I still have to look at 2 different screens, because I have to go to the screen that shows my character to press the dice button, which will then do all the math behind the scenes. Then I have to go to the screen that shows the result. And the character record sheet and the result are 2 separate screens. So that's at least 8 seconds, if not longer. And on my computer, probably longer. So hopefully they've improved that. Other things we're working on, cursors, zooming, what's next? The Jumpgate will be in beta in 2024. It'll be able to start importing around then. Okay, so why are you calling it Jumpgate? Is that the name of the software? You know, like how Microsoft had different names, like Microsoft Quantum. So this is Roll20 Quantum or Roll20 Jumpgate. We're just, that is the package name of the entire software update. All right, Jumpgate goes live in 13 minutes. All right, is somebody going to get angry at them for using the word Jumpgate? No, that's our word. You can't use it. We copyrighted it. Pretty sure you didn't. Well, if they can actually do this, that's very exciting because, wow, Roll20 is just a clunk fest. Are you guys experienced with Roll20? Is anybody there never used it? Oh, well, nobody's watching, but this is what Roll20 looks like now. I'm just going to go to Roll20, and I'm going to roll into the game that I'm on. Hopefully DM Bloodworth doesn't mind me looking at his screen. I'm going to launch the game, blah, 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 magic of the interweb. I'm going to share this screen with you guys so you can see it. All right, so this is the site I was talking about. And this is the problem I was talking about. First, what? This. Okay, I mean, well, now it's purple on white. I'm not sure. Okay, I have an art library now. Okay, I have where's my character? Here's my character. Okay, so I'm going to just go to my character. And I want to hit somebody with my stick. So I'm going to roll this. Okay, where's my total? I got to go back over here. And I got to click this. And I rolled a 16. All right, so yeah, that was what? A couple seconds there? And then there's, I don't know, you know, and then bio and info. Actually, you know, there's my character. Well, this is new. Other than that, it looks the same. Wish I had a map up that I can move around on to test if that's still slow, but I don't. So there we go. That's Roll20 as it looks today, plus a free link to the upcoming game that DM Bloodworth's going to do. So yay, stuff. Did it seem faster than yesterday? I don't know. I mean, they're not really changing anything until 2024. So yeah, I mean, and I have a piece of shit computer, and you know, I'm the worst person to be talking about computer things since, you know, the second I get near an electronic device, it starts functioning in a way nobody ever knew it could function, including the designer. I've told you that story, right? Where the designer of a software told me he didn't know his software could do that. I don't know if that's a compliment to me or an insult to him. Or an insult to me. But yes, I actually had the designer of an inventory software program that we were using at Dave's Video inform me that he didn't know his program could do that because I had somehow found a bug in his system to make it do something he didn't even know it could do. So that's either, wow, dude, you did not test this system well enough because I was able to do that, or it's just a compliment on my amazing ability to destroy computer programs. So the conclusion of that story is this: I'm probably the worst person to be talking about VTTs. That said, if half of what they said in that article is true, God, yes, because most people seem to use Roll20, right? So if it could even be 1% less clunky, that would be a huge improvement, right? I think so. What do you think? Hey, list down below the VTTs you're familiar with, if any, and we can go from there. We'll do a compare and contrast someday if I get enough info, because if I'm going to compare them to, you know, the two others I'm familiar with, Bugbear Radio is still the easiest to use. So yeah. Like, share, subscribe, buy my merch. It's a great Christmas present. I'll talk to y'all later. Stay safe out there and get off.